right, welcome everybody. We are broadcasting for GTV. I want to thank the crew at GTV, of course, and we are going to be sending to you today the final soccer game for the Goffstown varsity girls team. We are in Plastow, New Hampshire at Timberlane High School, and Timberlane comes into today's game with a record of 12-2. They don't have 15 games on the season. One seems to have not have a score posted, but they had a 12-game win streak snapped in their most recent game against Bedford, where they lost 0-3, which was also the first time Timberlane has been shut out this season. We heard some, I think maybe the local athletic director talk about explosive offensive firepower on the part of Timberlane, and we're going to see what that's all about today. So the Goffstown girls come in today after a really, really heartbreaking loss to Merrimack earlier in the week on Tuesday night. They lost in the 20th minute of overtime, so that would be right at the end of the second 10-minute period of overtime, and it was a hard-fought battle. So because of the inability to get any points from that game, that left Goffstown in 16th place out of 22 teams, which unfortunately was right at the top of the relegation zone for playoffs. So the Grizzlies have not qualified for the playoffs, and today's game will have no bearing on that. But obviously the Grizzlies, as they have all year, Joe, I think they are looking to, leave it all on the field. They play with a lot of pride. They do not give up. They've had a short memory. And despite the record, I think it's been, in large ways, a pretty successful season for this group, which is very young and been playing without Maya Thomas the last handful of games. So looking to finish this year strong. I'm sure Coach said, stick to the plan, work hard, leave it on the field, have some fun, and start transitioning into next year's program.
Yeah, and we've seen Goffstown play at the level of their competition. So with Timberlane being up there at the top of the division, hopefully we'll see the reaction from them to be able to play at their level and be able to compete here. Score-wise and on paper-wise, it doesn't look like it'd be much of a match, but we have seen them compete head-to-head with teams like Exeter and Bedford.
Yeah, that's a good point. A really good point, Joe. I think you're spot on. We have seen that at times. So looking at Timberlane's record to date, again, they started the year with a loss to Pinkerton, no surprise there, then rattled off 12 straight wins against a mixed match of, stronger and, shall we say, weaker opponents. And then they faced Bedford on the 18th, and again, we're shut out for the first time. So they've bookended their season to date with 2 losses, but 12 wins in between. And they had a nice ceremony before this game, honoring some family and friends related to breast cancer. And here we got a push from Timberlane right into our attacking zone here. Number 16, dishing it off and going to keep her run there a bit. Brooks going to try to get over and clear that. She's going to not be able to totally clear it. The ball's going to come across, and Ava's going to scoop that up. So we've seen a little bit of pressure here early in the game. Not sustained pressure like we've seen in the past, but Timberlane definitely, I think, on this day at home, again, battling in the standings as they are, and probably a little bit of an emotional day for them. They're looking to capture 4 points from a win here today for sure. As you mentioned, Joe, they're at the top of the table. They are currently tied for 4th place with Pinkerton and Concord, who each have played one more game. So if they lose this game, they'll stay tied, but if they can win or tie, they will have 4th place all by themselves.
Right, so they're coming into this with a must-win, it seems like. And as we've mentioned, standing-wise, they probably feel pretty confident with that, but they're not going to come. They're not going to be looking for any kind of tie out of this or a loss. So.
Yeah, good point again. This game has implications for them. It means something.
Yeah.
So good test. Again, we've had a lot of those this season for the Grizzlies, but I think it's a good way to close out the season. Where we don't have a playoff, game in our future, but we certainly would like to play the spoiler, if you will, and not let Timberlane, climb up the ladder in the standings. And of course, you always want to end the season on as high a note as possible. And like we said, one thing these Grizzlies have not done at any point this season is quit or not work hard. So, case in point, good tackle there by Avery to send it out of bounds. Possession-wise, pressure-wise, certainly in Timberlane's favor so far. Also not something that uncommon for us this year. Playing under duress. Here's an attempt to, a little back flick by Cat to try to keep it going through the middle, but Timberlane's going to intercept that.
So just a viewer's note here. We do have not Pinkerton. We have Timberlane filming their own game here, and they have essentially a 180-degree view camera in front of us. So you will see a big black line in the middle of the field when we go panning across. So they need to be central to the field for their camera, and the positioning of our station is the same. So.
Right, so they've set it up on the field via a tripod and extending up into the air, as you say, getting into the point of view of the booth here that we're standing in. Apparently it's some kind of 360 field viewer. The game will be available right after the conclusion. The video, rather, will be available right after the conclusion of the game. There's nobody there, nobody manning it. I think it's being done remotely, or it's just capturing the whole game at once. So interesting technology. I wonder if that's something we could play around with next year with GTV.
There it is. Tom's got a budgeted item for next year.
That's right. Get it on the ballot. Or get it in the budget. Mr. Balke, if you're listening, Joe McGrail and Tom Lizotte had the idea. We'd be glad to talk further offline. So the ball kind of just getting batted around a little bit here.
Yeah,
no one really just taking control of possession.
There's not much command here from either team.
And on reflection regarding this new super duper technology, I guess that's GTV, so not related. And clearly offsides. No, did he not call offsides on that? It looked like his hand was up in the air, but then his hand was like in a play-on position. Regardless, Goffstown regains possession here. We've got some space. Trying to switch the field over here to midfield. Timberlane's going to get that. Ari's going to battle for it. Nice send forward, though. And there's going to be a shot here way wide, or way high. So that's the first real shot. Well, there was one shot kind of toward Ava on the far post from us, but that was only about the second shot here, and we're almost at the we're about the 32-minute mark, give or take. Cat looking to bring this down. He's going to send it back, but sent it to the wrong color jersey, unfortunately. Lexi's going to send that forward. It's going to be in the air, but that's okay. Maddie's going to be able to handle this. She's just going to send that down the line, looking for Ari. And Timberlane defender's going to kick it out of bounds. So throw in and whatnot gets into the box. Cat takes a kind of an off-balance swipe at it, and that's going to go over the back line near the far corner. So Timberlane is a regional high school. It's Plastow, Atkinson, Danville, and Sandown, New Hampshire students that attend here. In case you were wondering where Timberlane was, it's not a town. It's the name of the school. And they wear, as you can tell, they wear maroon just like the Grizzlies. So for those viewing at home, pay attention to the white uniforms that the Grizzlies are playing in today. Great job by Ashley to keep that ball. Trying to get it across, but the defense is there. Quick touch by Timberlane, and they're going to try to work this down the line. Avery is stepping into that at a good time. And nice send into the middle here. Ari's going to send that wide. Lexi's going to bring that down. Nice pass to Maddie, who sends it forward, and her and Ari are converging. Maddie takes a piece of that ball, deflecting off, I think, her head. So great work and effort by Maddie to try to keep that up top there. There's a throw-in that didn't quite look legal. I didn't see that went all the way over her head. But, Kat's going to be able to come away with this, and she's going to get it by here. So she's looking for someone wide. Yep, Maddie's going to try to get to it. The defender's going to kick it right out. So we've seen that a couple times here, Joe. The outside backs are just, boom, kick it right out. Admittedly, it hasn't happened many times yet, but a good throw in by Lexi is going to go over to the Timberlane player, though. Bridget knees it forward. Kat brings it down nicely. She sees Autumn, who's going to chip it to the top of the box. Ashley coming in to try to contain that. And, again, it's just going to get kicked out of bounds on the far side there. So throw-ins getting batted around. Avery's going to send it into the box. The goalie's going to scoop it up, but Maddie was right there.
Good pressure by Maddie.
Yeah, and good positioning by Maddie on that send-in by Avery. So Goffstown actually possessing a little bit here. The commentator curse as Timberlane looks to dispossess us. So nice job by Lexi to bring that down, use her body to try to shield it. Timberlane comes away, a quick cut back to the middle, and Autumn's trying to contain that, not let her turn. They're going to go wide across the goal box here and try to cut back in, and they're going to get in. And a nice kick save.
Good kick save by Ava.
Somehow they got a shot off. Yeah, it was almost like a poke. I couldn't tell if it was with the right or left foot, but yeah, great job by Ava to kind of slide down and get her leg in the way there.
There's an unfortunate miss.
Yeah. Great job by Ava, and nice job by Maddie to come back and calmly kick that back to Lexi. Lexi takes a touch, and she's going to send that forward. Timberlane's going to bounce this around, and there's a few Timberlane players clustered here.
This is probably the most sustained pressure we've seen from Timberlane so far.
Mm-hmm.
She was just out of bounds and deflected it.
Right, and I don't know why the delayed call there.
I think the ref had to be reminded what he saw.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
Yeah, the whistle came after a few friendly reminders from spectators. So you can hear the Timberlane players saying, we need intensity, wake up. They feel they're off to a sluggish start. And I can't say I disagree, Joe. I mean, for a team that scored as many goals as they have and so on and so forth. Brooks is going to send that into the middle. They aren't. There hasn't been sustained pressure.
No, it looks like they're just starting to wake up here a little bit.
Yeah, so we need to take advantage of that, I think, and mount some pressure while we can. So they're going to call a foul there on Ava.
A little bit of extended arms on
Ava.
Yeah,
a little
bit.
It
wasn't too bad, but
I think Ava suffers. Yeah, she suffers from being, a tall girl, and I think her arms just extend. They appear to extend out further than they do.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, so we're going to have a free kick right at the circle here, our side of the circle, and that's going to go right into Ava.
That was a great kick.
Great kick, yeah. On target, had some pace.
Yeah.
And
that was elevated by another foot. It would have been kind of a tough kick to save.
Well, that's some of the firepower that we've heard about probably.
Yeah, true shot from top of the circle.
Oh, wow. So Kat kicked that over, and I thought for sure Timberlane would recover that, but Autumn was able to get to it first. So kudos to Autumn, but also, again, Timberlane is not, they're not marking to a man here, so to speak, because they are just kind of sitting back. Oh, nice job by Kat to turn around. There's got to be a foul there. And this is a great opportunity.
This is a great spot.
Right at the top of the box.
It's a great spot.
So who's going to take this? Will this be Autumn? Or looks like Maddie's going to come over. Who's going to take this? Looks like Maddie. So I don't know if Maddie asked for it, but the ref is going to give her the space here.
Yeah, we're just one shy on numbers to be in. We got two far back.
So Maddie, arm in the air. Here comes the kick. That's going to go on frame. The goalie's going to get it on one bounce. No rebound, but always a great opportunity. That ball goes over to Avery, up and right in Timberlane, so they're going to try to get this
on the far side,
yep.
calling it and not being covered.
Yep. Oh, and Avery kind of lunged there a little bit. Oh, good block by Brooke. She's going to clear that out nicely. And will Autumn be able to get to it? No. So we're going to try this again, I think, or Timberlane will try this again. Nice step by Avery. She's got to be careful with those arms. Oh, a nice flick there by the Timberlane player. And again, so I think we're starting to see a shift here from first gear to second gear to hopefully not a third and a fourth.
They definitely have woken up more than they had in the first 10 minutes or so in the game.
Yeah. Sky-high punt over midfield there.
I think Goffstown got lucky where they didn't pass it out wide to, I think it was number 13 that was calling for it in the box there.
So the Timberlane Owls starting to wake up here. Nice job by Autumn to dish it into Ari. Ari sending it forward to Kat. Kat megging the first player, but getting dispossessed. And Avery stepping up to try to keep the pressure on this side of the field. A little give and go there. Ari just out of reach of her extended leg. So they're going to turn and send that in. Bridget is with this person, stride for stride, and great job not allowing a quality shot there. And nice left-footed send away from Avery. Wow, that was quite a push there. Wow. No call, so play on. Nice job clogging the lane there. Ava's sending it forward to Kat. Kat's going to send it right to Ari. One touch by Ari. She's going to try to carry it forward. She's going to have to go play it back. Autumn's going to send that in the air near the top of the box. It's over the defense. If we can get to it, we got to run through that. That's a handball.
At the top of the box.
At the top of the box. Wow. And Timberlane comes away with it without even any shot or effort. And that was offsides. That was offsides.
Yeah,
and the AR was not in position to see it.
Yeah. I did loosely mention to you before that we've had issues with the one in blue right now, and we're seeing it again, I think, in this game.
Well, I think it's one of those days. The refs are warming up as well, perhaps.
Yeah.
Hopefully they continue to progress. So Timberlane, I think they're getting their legs under them right now a little bit more. They're feeling like, hey, we're getting some pressure. We've got some shots. Let's get something on the scoreboard to show for it. Because like you mentioned, Joe, this game is very important for them.
Yes.
Oh, nice touch by Ari to clear it. She's going to be able to send that forward. And here comes Maddie. She's got a break here down the left side. She's going to take a couple touches here. And, she's going to poke it. Where's our trailer? And here it comes, if we can get a shot in. And, no, we're going to reset here. But great pressure. And, that could be dangerous, but it's going to be way wide. So the right distance, but
good move.
Nice
Ari would have been the trailer on that, but she's the one that started that play kind of deep, so she had a lot of ground to make up.
So we have our first substitution here, Joe. I'm going to try to keep up here. We've got 5 players for the Grizzlies. So Ashley, Kat, Lexi, Autumn, and Maddie coming off. Oh, no, not Maddie. Ava, excuse me. And it looks like we've got Reese and Caroline and Emma and Allie.
And Rita.
And Rita, yes, Rita with the
She's
ball.
got the
Nicely
ball right
done,
now.
carrying it through the middle. Great job by Rita. She's going to send this forward. Nice job taking a touch there. And she's going to send that forward. Timberlane's going to send it back out. So, wow, fresh legs. Jumped right into the play there.
Yeah.
So halfway through the first half, more or less, and a scoreless game here in Plastow. The Owls and the Grizzlies sharing the same team colors. There's a send forward. Brooke's going to settle. Going to get that up to Caroline. She's going to send that right back to Avery, make the easy pass, but it's going to go out of bounds. Oh, no, it's not.
No, she's got it
Yep,
in.
great job.
And then it went
Then
out
it went out of bounds. Okay. A little hard on the curve
Predicting
of the field
future,
here.
yeah.
What do we call it? You know, the commentator curse. We already mentioned that today. So Timberlane again, you know, they're doing a good job kind of dumping it in here, and they're going to,
This is going to be dangerous.
Yeah, and that's tough. Yeah, she beat Brooke on that far side, and that girl has some speed, and she has scored before from the looks of that finish. That was an excellent finish on her part. So, well, again, I think I just talked about the curse. It was now 1-0 Timberlane, just over halfway through the first half here. And I'm not sure how she got through so quickly. We usually always have some backup coverage
Yeah,
and
there's
stuff.
usually a couple of layers.
I wonder if we're playing a little bit higher today. I haven't noticed. Oh, nice
This is Reese.
effort by Reese to get that forward.
She's got no help up front, though. She needs some wings there to fill in.
And I think, Joe, if you look at our back line, I mean, Avery's back a little bit now, but we're in the midfield, you know, center circle here. That's not the norm for us. So Emma, shoulder to shoulder there. You're going to switch that. Avery sends that back down onto the ground. Timberlane's there to scoop it up. Yeah, you can see here we're on our heels here. This is good tackle there by Brooke. So that time she didn't let her get by. And Emma comes in and cleans that up. Ari's going to take that a little bit wide and try to get down the field. Cut it back. Nicely done. And Ari's going coast to coast here.
Yeah, she's going to run.
And she's going to find Reese. Reese is going to try to tap it back. Oh, Caroline's going to dump that into the box and into the arms of the goalie. So nice burst there by Ari, but couldn't turn that into an opportunity. Long send. It's going to come right down between two Owls. Oh, and she's going to come away with it. So here we go. She's going to be looking to have a shot. She's going to settle for one from further away. I think she realized she had the defense in front of her. So rather than try to dribble through, she took a shot from far, which is much better than the alternative. Of course, your goal is to never allow a shot, perhaps, but not always realistic, especially against a team like the Owls. Good job by Bridget to win that battle. Hard challenge there by the Timberlane player. And yes, or Allie's going to take this kick. Yeah, it was a kick. It was a foul.
Yeah, it was a kick foul on the field. Yeah.
Yep. I thought he was just calling out of bounds, but that was the right call. Nice step by Emma. Oh, and she tried to clear it upfield, and I don't know if it's me, Joe, but Timberlane looks like they are closing in a little bit more, and Emma battling there had a little too much elbow in her attempt to shield, I think, and we're going to get the call against us.
Yeah. I think we're seeing it. We were alluding into that it looked like they were waking up and they were able to push one in. And now I think we have Timberlane here working at their
Yep. Oh, that was a low shot in the box. I'm not sure
why. It is an
offsides
call.
Yeah, good job by the defense to keep a high line there. Boy, that's so tough. You know, when you see on a set piece, and the offensive players are getting behind you to have the faith in the rest of your teammates
Yeah.
that that player is
hold it up.
offsides.
Yeah.
And they've done that well all year. And that's going to go over. Rita trying to keep it in front of her, but it's going to go wide and out of bounds.
Well, Goffstown's had a couple of opportunities. See if they can make a little more out of it.
So we're going to inch our way up the line a little bit here. Here Reese sees Caroline. Is going to dump it forward or try to dump it forward to Reese. So we're going to come away with the ball again. Timberlane just inadvertent touch out of bounds there. Timberlane coming in. Looking to dump it into the corner. Oh, and they're going to dump it back, and she stops.
Right at the top of the box. And that's gonna sneak by
that
Ava.
was a great play by Timberlane. They dumped it into the corner. They had the defense having to go back.
Yep.
The run stopped right at the top of the box, and the ball came back to her, and she was able to bury that near post on the ground. Well, we've seen two good finishes so far.
Yeah, there's nothing easy that's going in right now for those two shots that have scored. And when it seems that when they turn it on to go into the box, they turn it on with some heat.
Mm-hmm. So that
They
ball
come in
goes over
quick.
the defender there. Sorry, Joe. Reese is going to try to track that down. And nice touch by Rita. Hardy's going to try to carry that through and keep it in front of her. And Timberlane's going to come away with it. They're going to work it down that far sideline. We've seen this quite a bit as well. Turn. So they're doing a good job of facing their teammates to accept the pass, and then they're quickly turning to get it downfield.
Yeah, and they come up with.
So they're squaring up. They're facing their teammate to accept that, to give a good target for the pass, and then they're doing a quick turn here. Oh, and Emma gets that stolen. Allie's going to try to keep up here. Here comes a shot. It's going to be on frame, amazingly. And, wow, that looked like an off-balance shot, but that was that turned into a corner kick for the Owls. How many times have we said good things happen when you shoot on net?
Yeah. Got to keep pushing it towards the net and get it into that zone where.
Yep. So this has a threat of a short kick here, and sure enough it is. And so wow. So Ava calmly stops that with her left foot, then picks it up before the Owl could get in there.
I don't know if there was much calm.
Little flare. Oh, and yeah. She looked more calm than I was.
Than anybody watching.
Right. So right now, I think clearly at 2-0, the momentum shifted. But there's a ball through, and Maddie's going to be able to get to that because that's going wide. She's going to have a touch. Oh, and that's got to be a foul. How could that not be a foul? Wow.
Wow.
So it took the far side ref to call that.
Yeah, to finally wait.
The one running up watching the play on the same side of the field was not convinced that that was a foul. Wow. Okay, so here's another set piece. We saw one earlier from the other corner. So we're going to get our space marked here, I'm sure. And that's right at the top of the near the top of the box. So the wall is right here. I can't imagine the ref's going to let them stay there. Here we go. Boy, from our vantage point, they don't look far enough away, but I know we're looking straight on here. So here comes the kick. It's going to go wide over the far side of the goal. So nothing to come down and have a chance to come in and get a head on or anything. So Maddie just not quite getting over the top of that one, I think. It's the first goal kick I think we've seen this game, Joe.
I believe you may be right.
There's a flick by Avery. Oh, Emma's going to be quick on those. Yep. Timberlane is closing the space here a little differently than they were at the beginning of the game. We had another second or so to make our decision or make our pass, and right now Timberlane, again, closing that gap quicker, it seems.
Oh, we got an
So
illegal throw.
Illegal throw, yeah. I think we saw one earlier, so 1 for 2. So it looks like we have the starting lineup coming in again. So this 5-player substitution with about 9.5 minutes left in the first half. So the last game of the season, Joe, and we have looks like 2 seniors of our 3 that started, and Rita came in on that shift and played a nice shift. So all 3 seniors getting some good minutes here in the first half. Oh, and Timberlane able to take a little touch there before. Allie does a good job trying to recover, and Autumn coming back to help out. We're going to try to bottle that up. He was going to poke that away. And we're a little congested here, but Timberlane's trying to find a seam here, find some kind of lane in our defense. And again, they close down quickly. Good carry by Bridget. Her touch is going to bring it back. And oh, hard to tell if that was a handball or not. There's a ref right there looking, so apparently not. Yeah, Reese is staying on side. There's a defender running deep, so Ari, Ari.
Ari with a great look.
Yeah, Ari with a great look. Reese, nice effort to keep that in. And that's going to get cleared out of bounds here. So Lexi's going to come up for a throw-in here in the attacking third.
Nice to be able to see this go up and into the box. See if she can toss it in from the air here.
Yeah, if anyone's in the box to receive it.
Yeah.
So good throw in the box, but it was all maroon jerseys. So good job by Reese. I think she did not get the corner from that. I think she was trying to get it off of the Owl defender. Good idea. Our second goal kick in a few minutes here. Always a good sign because it means we've had pressure in the opponent's zone. So Allie trying to get that over to Reese. Reese is going to get that to Kat, who flicks it up. It's going to get bounced around here, headed around a couple of times. And, yeah, Timberlane is all over these balls right now. I would not call these 50-50 balls at the moment, Joe.
No. Kind of seen that quite a bit this season.
Yeah, so very clean throw in there, almost uncontested. And Bridget's going to settle that. Going to try to get it across field. Autumn's going to take over. Try to poke it forward. And that's going to be a dump into the corner of the box here, just outside the box. Bridget does a good job coming back, trying to contain this. And again, there's what we've seen before, Joe, a kick toward the top of the box. And Brooke's going to take a step and just poke that forward. Ball's getting bounced around a little bit here. Timberlane trying to reset, and we're just trying to clear. And I think Timberlane's going to send that out of bounds. And it is.
Yeah, when they go deep into the Goffstown territory, they have a lot of midfielders running up to fill in the gaps, which I think is catching us off guard a little bit.
There's a clear up to Ari. And Timberlane's going to come away with it, and they're going to get a shot. Bridget's going to get her back heel on it, and that ball's going to go wide, thankfully. So ball got batted around, and to your point, between midfielders and their forwards/strikers, that ball gets batted around and finds a maroon player.
Yeah. Numbers-wise, we're still up because they're keeping their 4 defensive players back pretty consistently, I think. But they come in so quick.
Yep. Oh, there's a nice send forward by Autumn that the Timberlane player cannot handle. It's going to go out of bounds. Ashley had good pressure there to kind of force that out of bounds play. Ari sending that wide. Timberlane's going to step up on that. And Lexi was kind of caught there in the middle. She wasn't able to step up and intercept that, and she's able to get back, though, as Bridget does a good job containing. Another shot, but not on goal, thankfully. So Timberlane all over that goal kick from Ava. Ashley coming back, kind of getting pushed off the ball a little bit. They're both going to fall over each other. No call. Ashley's up first and down the field. The other player's up as well. That's good to see, no injuries. Seen a lot of out-of-bound balls today by the opposition, Joe. And there's some games we've not seen that many.
A lot of the teams at the top here traditionally don't seem to do that very often.
Right.
They'd rather control it, turn it, run the sidelines a little bit.
There's a little bit of a hip/elbow check.
But here's the speed up front.
Yeah, so there's going to be a shot here, and that's going to go over. So Bridget, good job coming over as that was going wide. Oh, again, Timberlane coming down with it. Allie's going to have to send that out of bounds. All right, so let's see. Our back line is holding the line near the top of the box on this throw-in. Brooke and Allie get in there, try to break that up. Nice step by Bridget. So Reese is going to come to that, and nice touch by Reese to get that on there. Oh, and that's a little long for Cap, but she's going to try it. So again, Timberlane dumps it right back in the air. They're trying to strike quickly. I mean, they've put points up on the board, or goals, I should say. Oh, nice tackle by Ava. Yeah, and she's going to carry that down the side, and it's going to go out of bounds. The Owl defender, looks like the outside back wisely let that roll out. Boy, even when the bounce comes off of Timberlane, it seems like it's bouncing to them. I guess luck favors the well-prepared or the harder working team usually. So Bridget's going to get to that. Nicely done. Calmly sends that over to Ari. Ari's going to go diagonally here across the field, and she's going to dump that down for Ashley. Ashley's going to try to run that down. Defender's going to, kick that right out of bounds near the corner flag. So it'll be a throw-in, but over by the far pin here.
A minute and a half to play here, Tom. Got to move our numbers up and inside there to see if we can get a goal in before the half.
Yeah, boy, that would be nice to hold them and get one of them back going to the half. That would certainly be a confidence booster, I'm sure. So here's Kat. Looks like Ashley's going to send that out of bounds. It's a goal kick. When you see a cluster like that, you always hope to see the signal for a corner kick afterwards, but the ricochet was not off of the Owl defender, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a Goffstown corner kick yet.
We have not.
Oh.
We've had a couple of set pieces right at the corners of the goal box. There's a goal kick that's a little bit higher. It's going to come right down to Ari. Good job, but she gets the first touch, but like we've seen so far a lot, Timberlane's getting the second touch. So here comes a great ball. It's going to be sent in wide to the box, and Ava is down on the ground after an attempted save. But that was a great finish, going across the direction Ava was coming at, and into the far post.
Yeah, that's the speed that we were kind of chatting about earlier, that they come in hot.
Yeah.
They're coming in with a lot of speed.
They're punching through the line here a
Even
little
though
bit more than we're used to seeing.
Yeah, even though they didn't have to in that time go back, the first shot was on net and in, but they had a lot of people backed
here's
up.
Another touch. Here's
so
another touch.
So here comes the speed again.
Uh-oh, and this is another shot. Oh, boy, a kick save by Ava. Wow. Great job by Ava, and that shot's going to go way wide and over the back line.
Yeah, we got end of regulation on our clock here, so we're just on the rest time.
Okay. Well, we talked about a goal at the end of the half. Unfortunately, the Owls are the ones that scored that to make it 3-0 here at essentially the end of the first half.
I think they're just waiting for this ball to take off. And
ball's in the air. Going to come down, and there's a whistle. Right on cue, Joe. You're spot on. All right, so 3-0 in favor of the Owls at the end of the first half. We will be back. All right, welcome back. This is Tom Lazat and Joe McGrail today. Brian could not be with us today, so Joe is doing double duty with the camera and commentating. So
I am, and you will notice the difference.
Fantastic.
Brian helps out because he does a very good job at it, that's for sure.
Yeah, he is the pro. So the Owls getting the first touch at the second half start whistle here, and they're going to bring this forward immediately. Bridget playing through that, so able to carry forward here. Try to send that forward to Ari. Timberlane's going to boot it back, but finds feet. Well, 3-0 here. I think they're saying time for more goals, and we get back just in time to cover that. So again, they're getting past our back line pretty well here. Not the whole line, because we play a little bit of a staggered line, but they're cutting through our back line pretty easily.
Yeah, first shot 30 seconds into the half.
I guess I should say they're cutting through the midfield and the back line too, but once they get to the back line, it seems it's so quick that we aren't set. Good job by Avery there to contest that.
Well, definitely not a slow start like they had their first half for Timberlane.
Yeah, good point.
This ball's barely getting out of our 18 zone since the beginning of this half. Only a minute and change in.
It helps doing double duty if you don't have to move the camera a whole lot, but let's get it situated toward the other end of the field here.
Yeah, you just caught me because I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, viewers. As you said that, I'm pointing somewhere in the ball, so 20 yards in the other direction as I'm looking outside the viewer here. Sorry.
All right, another goal kick already in the first minute and a half. That's going to go over the outside part of our line there. And I think we have a foul. I didn't quite see it. We'll take it. Lexi will line up here to take the free kick. Send that forward. Timberlane's going to quickly send it right back in the direction it came here. Send that in. Kind of a hopeful shot from pretty far outside the box.
Guston's going to get their act together there. They have not touched this ball very much here.
Yeah, they're looking a little flat coming out in the second half here. Oh, Bridget just got bowled over. No foul. Timberlane player goes down. Oh, and the Timberlane player misses that.
misread.
So we've got an opportunity here. Cat's going to send that forward. Ashley's going to take a nice angle into it, but the goalie's going to get out there just ahead of her.
So here's our numbers.
And here's a quick throw
backhand,
by the goalie. Again, I know we've talked about this. I don't know why we don't see that more for any team. Very rarely. Oh, and that ball's going to carry over the back line. No, the Timberlane player keeps it in, so good job. You just don't see that much for any team. You know, goalies throwing it out and building from the back or trying to, initiate a quick counter. But we certainly saw it there.
So that play had was a Cat running up on that, right?
Yep. They send out to Cat by Brooke. Cat's going to try to get that away, but not far enough for Timberlane to repossess here. Avery stood up tall there and knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, as Cat was approaching the 18, which he got past a couple of times, so there was a little bit of delay in movement to be able to fill in the back. And our midfielders weren't there, and our left side wing, here's a shot towards net.
Yeah, she was
our
able
left side
to
wing
turn
was still
there.
way out on the sideline, and so even if there was a shot or any kind of rebound, there's no one there to gather it, and we've seen that a lot this season. And
yep. The girl that just played that out of bounds got quite the cheer from the bench. I don't know if that was a kind of a sarcastic cheer or just cheer for touching the ball, but Timberlane definitely woken up right now and feeling it, and here they come again. And that's going to get kicked out wide here, try to contain it. Timberlane's going to reset and send that back in. Ava sacrifices her back there to block that. And send that forward. Oh, and Brooke can't clear it, so she's we're gonna try this again. And that's another hopeful kick from afar. So as we mentioned in the first half, the goals that the Owls have scored have all been on really great finishes, and their other attempts have been really nice tackle by Ashley there. She's going to try to get that through. Oh, and it's going to come right back, but we're just bouncing it around here. Lucky it's staying with White. Here we go, trying to regroup. Ari trying to carry it through. Autumn's going to survey the field here and try to get it over wide to Maddie switching the field. And this is what we saw a little bit in the first half here. Our ability to, kind of get it back or try to keep possession here. A little crossover there. Number 16 looking to get a shot off. She's going to send it wide instead.
she gets it to 13, who's open.
Yep. And 13 sends it in a little bit off balance here.
So with that shot, you had number 11 and number 14 from Timberlane crashing in real quick.
Oh, big punt from Ava. And that's going to send the defenders going back, but they managed to keep it in front of them. Good job by Timberlane. Avery having a touch. He's going to send that bouncing on a few bounces to the top of the box, but really nobody there in White to capitalize. Equally impressive punt coming back the other direction here from the Timberlane goalie. And nice job by Brooke to clear, but it's going to stay at the top of the box. Ava's trying to win that, but not able to, and that shot's going to go wide, far post for the Owl forward. So another goal kick for Ava. Yeah, I think the Grizzlies here today, Joe, are working hard. It just seems like we're a little bit out of sync, and maybe it's a realization that this is the last half of soccer for them for the season. I don't know. That's clearly across the back line, and the ref they don't run as far as they need to. Let's put it that way, because they kind of run box to box-ish. So those backline calls are, from a slightly angled view, but you get that one right. Nice take down by Ari. And that looked like it was out. And Yeah, he called white but signaled the wrong direction, but I think
he might have just
he's looking okay.
pointed to it being out of bounds and then gave a signal of direction.
Nice throw in. Cat was able to get the first touch, but Timberlane got the second and third touches. Lexi looking to bump that down, send it forward. Good job getting it up to Maddie, and wow, that's a switch of the field right there. So, Lexi trying to keep that in front of her, but was unable to get it, and now we're outnumbered, but she's going to come back.
Still in.
Still in.
Still on.
Yeah.
Timberlane's feet.
Timberlane's ready to crank a shot off there.
What a rip of a shot, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That all started right there at midfield.
We've seen that. Timberlane having the time or the space to turn. Oh, fortunate it was touched there at the last second by Timberlane, so it'll be Goffstown ball. Avery looking to throw this in. Gonna try to find Kat. Kat had 3 maroon jerseys right around her. Already coming back for, unlucky. Oh, Autumn is able to recover that. So Bridget's going to take a touch upfield. Someone's going to make a run here, though. Ashley looking to keep it in front of her. Autumn sends it center to Ava. Oh, Ari trying to just tap it to Autumn, but looked like probably a little bit of a misfire. And, Brooke went for the tackle, and Bridget's going to have to come in and help. And, nice job by Ava. Again, we've seen that a lot this season.
Spot.
Yeah, oh, no. That is a nice left-footed finish. Again, being able to turn and be comfortable and put a good strike on that ball results in a goal for the Owls. Their 4th of the game, 4-0 Timberlane.
So there's again being able to move your forwards in with the ball, right? So that left wing made it around Brooke and got the shot, and when Ava got her hands on it, there was a Timberland player right there to kind of uncontestedly go and grab it, make a turn on it, take a shot.
Yeah, that first shot, you try to prevent any shot, but at least the first shot was kind of wide and off balance. The ball went wide, but to your point, they had the numbers.
They did.
And they were a little too comfortable, and they were able to get that second shot, which they buried.
Yep. And that's kind of exactly my point earlier of when we had a couple of runs so far, even in this game and multiple times in the season, where we're not rushing in with our forwards and our midfield to go and get that rebound right there.
Right.
And turn and take another shot on the backside.
So it's kind of that no man's land, right?
Yep.
Like, where I think it's symptomatic of, waiting for the play to develop or come into our zone. And sometimes you got to go get that ball, and you got to make the play happen in a particular zone. Nice outlet pass there. Oh, Ashley's going to send that way back, but nice send forward to Autumn there. Autumn's going to try to get that up to midfield. Good job keeping it in front of her. Nice touch by Ava over to Ashley. And Ashley kind of sent that forward quickly. I think she felt the pressure there. There's a ball into the box. Bridget's going to keep that in front of her. Oh, no. But again, there's a maroon jersey right there waiting for it. Oh, and that looked like a foul.
It sure did.
But no call.
The player is still on the ground wondering why it wasn't called.
Yeah.
She's not injured at all. It doesn't look.
Saying, what happened? I just got pushed down. So good work by Bridget there to challenge it going across. And we've got a stoppage in play. We've got a player tying their shoe. I'm not sure.
We had a substitution.
Oh, a sub, yeah. So redo.
Kind
So hold the throw.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Now we've got the throw. We've got players coming up to the sub line. Not sure.
Yeah, it was a Goffstown sub that came in. I think Cat came out.
Yeah, it looks like Reese is back in. So we saw a 5-player sub in the first half. And, wow, that's a rocket shot again. Incredible finishes. But, you know, those types of strikes can't happen if you're a little bit closer. Yeah, Timberlane, I mean, this is the most goals that the Grizzlies have given up in quite some time.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you exactly how long here in a moment.
This may be
consult my stats here, but
is this a tie for the?
This is the most goals we have given up this
yeah.
season. We had not given up more than 4 goals, and that was only 2 times. Once to Wyndham in the second game, and once to Exeter in the fourth game. And since then, we've given up 2 goals: 0-1, 2-2-1, 3-3-2, 0-2. So 5 goals is not the first time of the season type stat I think we were looking to achieve on the final game of the season.
Yeah, what was that again? Who was Exeter and do you remember?
And it was Wyndham in the second game at home.
So back in the beginning of the game, I was saying how they've been able to match the competition quite well most of the season, where they held Bedford and they held Concord. You know, it's a pretty low-scoring game.
They sure did, yeah, and tied for a lot of those games, right? I mean, Concord went into overtime.
Yeah.
Bedford, we were tied 0-0 deep into the second half.
Right. So I was hoping that could play out here in this game, but it seems they've gotten away from them.
Yeah, and I don't think it's as easy as saying, oh, well, we don't have Maya out there, but because Maya's, been missing for a number of games here. And, we had one of our 2 shutouts of the season, albeit against Spalding. But we've, not given up a ton of goals, about 2.25 or so in her absence, maybe 2.5 tops. So today's 5 goals, that's out of character, like we said the first time this season that this has happened. Well, we were warned of the, what did they call it, Joe? Offensive power or juggernaut or something that are the Owls.
Yes.
But again, we face other teams with a lot of offensive capabilities and skills. Many games have we been under duress the entire game. So defense doing a good job just trying to keep it out of the box. Oh, and Bridget did a good job heading that down. I think Ava was lining up to catch it. So that's going to result in a corner ultimately as it gets batted around a little bit more. Haven't seen a lot of corners this game. I think this is our second one, I think the Owls have only had one.
Yeah,
it was a short kick. They only have one player running out to the corner here, so it doesn't seem to be a threat of that. So this is the first kind of long volley corner kick we've seen from Timberlane. That's going to go across the mouth of the goal and right to someone who was there waiting to receive it but not able to bring it down cleanly and do anything with it. So another design play. So I think we've seen the 2 corners, and both corners seem to be plays that they, for the most part, had a good attempt at executing.
Right. Yeah, the last one with the short kick, they were able to dribble it up and take a shot.
Yeah, that worked much better for them than this last one. So Goffstown working it across the field here. And now Autumn's going to dump that forward. Reese does a good job bringing it down, finding Ashley, who just can't get a foot on it before it rolls out of bounds. Oh, and a nice touch of a header here. So Brooks going to send that back forward. Autumn's going to get the second touch. Going to fight, and There were some arms flying, but the ref said the arms were flying less favorably for the Owls. So we get the free kick. We're going to send that forward. Ari's bringing this down. She's going to get some options here. Reese is going to try to get onto that.
This is where we need the numbers in
and
the
that's
box.
Got to be a foul.
Reese is the only one in the box.
But that has to be a foul. The goalie slid, did not come near the ball, and took Reese out.
Yep.
How is that not a foul?
I don't get it, Tom. I don't get it.
I mean, if anywhere else in the field you slide tackle a player and don't come near the ball, that's probably a yellow card. So here's our ball in. It's going to be, oh, my goodness. And it went through the goalie's hands, through her legs.
Yeah, she had to guard from behind her.
And we were already turning upfield, so we couldn't take advantage of that.
Unfortunately, Tom, we've seen it time and time again this season of not being able to take those opportunities. I was really stressing on putting it on.
Unlucky there. Unlucky there.
Not being in the box while Reese was having that opportunity there and potential foul that was there, but the entire play of that had just Reese in the box, period. Our two forwards stopped at the top of the 18. Don't understand.
So there's a little deke to let that go by, and they're going to try to dump it in, but it's deflected. And Timberlane's still working pretty hard here. You wouldn't know that they're up 5-0. They are not conceding anything at this point. Clearly they are looking to break that tie that they are in the standings and move up into fourth all by themselves and enter the playoffs with good momentum, feeling good about themselves. And so far, they should be able to do that.
So it was just
get some more
full person
substitutions
change here.
Yep, good job by Rita to kind of contain that play and not make it easy. I love it.
Rita's in, and she's battling.
She is, yeah.
It's great to see.
You get some fresh legs in here. Nice send forward by Allie. Finds Maddie. Maddie's going to switch it. Great idea. But we got to get up now to contain this, let alone turn it into an opportunity. Oh, and we're going to get a throw-in.
Job by Rita to keep the pressure on that, force it out of bounds.
Yep.
Potentially her last game here with the Grizzlies. As
well,
she's
last
in her
soccer
year.
game, yeah. We're halfway through the second half. It would be nice for the Grizzlies to win the last 20 minutes of this game.
Yeah.
And we're going to try that throw-in again. Oh, and there's a volley in, and the goalie's looking right at the sun. Oh, my goodness, Joe. That goalie was having trouble looking right into the sun.
Yeah,
the ball
like
bounced in front of her, over her, and just over the crossbar.
Yeah, it looks like she lost it for a second there. For sure, she's staring just straight into the sun.
There's some kind
of you can see the ref's shadow. It's probably got a 30-yard shadow.
Yeah.
How low the sun is and going straight into the goal.
There is some kind of metaphor for the season in that last play, I think. Great opportunity, quirky ending to it, though, and not in our favor. Rita cutting down the angle. Yep, good job. She's going to battle for that ball and try to get that forward, but it's going to get bounced around. But good job there battling. Oh, no. I think Bridget thought that ball was coming through to her, and Timberlane was able to get it. So it was almost a number 4 on number 4 match there, but the shot was settled for near the top of the box. Oh, and then Reese sends that back and immediately puts her hand on her head, kind of smiling, saying, I did not mean to send it back that hard, that fast. So
into a Timberland player.
Right. So Bridget's going to dribble around here and get kind of tangled up and end up on the ground, but no call. And we've got to play this through the middle here. We're trying to. So Emma ends up on the ground, and they're going to call a foul. So good work by Emma to get in position and draw that foul. So Caroline in the game now. She's going to put that on our half of the center circle. Arm in the air. And send that forward. Avery helping contain it. Going to try to send that through the player. Didn't quite work. Brooks going to send that back forward. It's going to stay up near top. Ari's going to be able to scoop it up, but not get through the 3 players that were in front of her. And Ari's trying to battle, doing a great job of sending it. Nice send forward by Brooke here. And it's going to come right back. Number 4 takes that down very skillfully. Allie sending that on a diagonal across, but we've got no white there. It was all maroon. So I think we're doing a little bit better job containing here, I think, Joe. Oh, and that shot went off another owl.
It's good.
Ari sizing it up, going to her left. Oh, and she
just misfired.
Yeah, you get. But she stayed with the run, stayed with the play.
Good effort.
And
She's still going.
She is battling. What a great effort by Ari there. And the defense is going to send that out of bounds. We've seen that all game.
That was just our front line, and Ari,
yeah.
midfielder's got to fill that in to kind of help him back that up.
Yeah, I mean, we're down 5-0 last game of the season. Definitely, want to stop the bleeding, but let's get a couple more goals for the season.
Ari, see if she can win that, and then she can turn. Get a pass. And there's the shot.
Oh, and there's, yep.
Well done.
Good idea, absolutely. Yep.
Good hustle as always from Ari.
Right about the 15-minute mark. I don't know what we're seeing on the screen, but that's it looks like the scoreboard is about 20-second delta from our GTV screen and the on-field scoreboard. So somewhere around 14 minutes left in the second half here. It says period 1 on the scoreboard on the field, but I'm pretty sure this is the second half.
I do have ours updated appropriately, so it's being documented accurately.
Nice step by Bridget to keep that on her back foot, and good job by Emma to pin that to the ground, but it kind of pirouetted on top of it. Nice touch by Allie there to stay in the lane. Contest that. What our defense has done a good job of over the course of the year, as we're reminiscing here, I think we might as well start, is we've done a good job of keeping that back line, having a +1 kind of mentality or coverage, and also containing the play into our other defenders so that we can, kind of gang tackle some of these balls and clear them.
Yeah, with the low scores that we typically seen during the season, it takes a strong defense to keep its scores down against some of these real top teams, and it doesn't reflect today that point, but
yeah, like you said, yeah,
most of the season they've been able to really compete.
Case in point, here's a great challenge by Allie. It's going to come in. Brooks here to shield it away. Bridget's there. Avery's able to clear it, so no shot yet, but here comes one right now, and that's going to go just wide of the far post. But again, top of the box, a little bit off balance, much better than one inside the box that's comfortable and, going to get buried in the back of the net. Yeah, if you watch our D-line, our back line, a lot of times they're almost like a forward. They're watching where the ball is, even when it's being carried. And they're not going typically too much deeper than the ball. So they're not letting the other offensive players get ahead of the person dribbling. And I think that's how we've kept them in front for a good part of the season. So good coaching by Nick, Coach Nick, I know he's obviously a very talented player and very defensive minded. I'm sure there's some influence there.
Another note, the last substitution that we had for Goffstown, which just happened just a couple of seconds ago. See if anything develops on this here.
Oh, there's a shot.
Right to
Yeah, a
Ava.
little bit hopeful, but.
We've got Brittany and Ayla coming in today.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Yep.
So
Brittany on defense, and Ayla looks like she may be playing on attacking mid.
Great. Yeah, nice to see a couple of call-ups here. I suspect
we
will
will see
see
them.
them.
The view here.
Yep.
I'll
I
get
suspect
back to the soccer ball.
Next year on varsity, we would have a good chance of seeing them on the roster. Ayla doing a good job just staying with it, and there's a foul there. I'm not quite sure I saw it, but we'll take it. We'll take everything at this point as we close in on the last 11 minutes of the season here.
Yeah, Ayla's been able to come and get some minutes here at the varsity a number of times, and it's proven because she's got that speed, as we've talked about.
Oh, there's a nice send right into the box, Joe. And, oh, my goodness, I was going to say for a moment there, it looked like it might go past the back line, and we would get our first corner of the game, but that's not to be. It'll be a throw-in.
No, we have one. We have one corner.
Oh, that's right. We did have one. Yep, it went
ago,
long.
Yeah.
Yep. So Brittany taking the throw in here, and that's going to go in and right back to where it came. Let's try this again. She's going to send that toward the back line, and the defense is going to try to get this out. Nice step by Caroline. Yeah, that's going to kind of come bouncing into the 6-yard area. But the goalie's able to collect it on one bounce. So
Maddie did go in and charge that a little bit.
Yeah. A nice punt to center circle. Emma able to win the foot race there. Oh, just missed connecting with Maddie down the left side. Yeah, bodies are starting to fly a little bit here, Joe. I think both teams know it's the end of the game, certainly the end of the season for the Grizzlies, and, you know,
I think the Grizzlies
leave it on the field.
Yeah, I think the Grizzlies come out this past few minutes running a little harder.
Yeah, nice challenge by Brooke there to keep that from getting in, and we're going to get that back over. Bouncing around midfield here. Let's see who comes away with it. Looks like that is out of bounds. And out of bounds again, so the Owls will have a throw in here. Well, I'm pretty sure every player has had some decent minutes here in the game for the Grizzlies, including the call-ups, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Ayla and Brittany, who are both really great athletes.
Yes, for sure.
Multi-sport athletes at that. Right on cue, Ayla comes away with the ball there. And was going to send that forward into Maddie's side of the field, but too far ahead of her. Now, we say this probably every game, Joe, but does this feel like a 5-0 game? It feels more like a 2 or 3-0 game to me. I don't know if that means anything or matters in any way, but our games seem to be closer than our scores. Nice stand up there by Brittany to challenge that and keep that in front of her. Great job. Yeah, it's a cliche. I know there's no
it's that feeling of those
moral victories.
Yeah, the missed big opportunities.
Yeah.
You knew we were so close.
Timberlane batting this around in the back, and we're kind of letting him do it. Here we go. Maddie's coming back for it. So nice challenge by Maddie. That looked shoulder to shoulder, but it will not go Maddie's way.
So we got Brittany, Ayla, and Rita in. Who've not gotten a lot of minutes, but all of them have gotten pretty decent touches today. I think they've come in and been able to get some minutes and effectively touching the ball, which is good.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to what you were saying earlier too about Timberlane. I mean, clearly they're a skilled team. They've got a very impressive record. They've got some great finishers. But with that being said, we have had our opportunities more often or more passes than we've seen in other games, say against Bedford or even Merrimack earlier this week, who's not clearly not as skilled a team, but it'll be interesting to see what happens in the playoffs because, again, Timberlane clearly had some offensive prowess here. But against some of the other teams that are more skilled at controlling and possessing and so forth, how Timberlane will be able to counteract that. There's a send forward. Again, you can see defense doing a good job holding the line here, keeping the other. But you can see Timberlane always has in the center of the box at least 2 players ready to go in.
Yeah, they come in with
at
their
least
numbers.
2.
Yeah, they're coming in
without
with their
the
numbers.
ball, right?
Yeah.
Without the ball.
Yep. There's a big switch for Gostown.
All right, so yeah, real big switch. I think players are saying, where are we going here? And I can't even count how many are coming on and off here. It looks like 4 coming on and off. So, yeah, coach doing a good job of really just kind of emptying the bench here and mixing and matching a lot of different lines, letting everyone have a dirty uniform at the end of the game here, their last game. Avery just narrowly misses a diving foot that could have taken her out.
He's calling a foul down back there.
I agree with that. Send forward by Avery. It's going to bounce through, get kicked sky high in an attempt to clear here. Ava brings it down, but that second touch is the other color jersey. Going to go wide here. And good job by Avery to get that ball to deflect off of the Timberlane player. So Gostown throw, nice quick throw. Timberlane wasn't quite ready for it, but it didn't matter because it ended up going to them. Good job by Autumn trying to dance her way through those maroon jerseys with the ball. Oh, Brittany get turned around there, and Bridget's there. So good recovery by Brittany to be right in front, and the Owl said, you know what, I'm just going to shoot from out here. 5 minutes left in the game. We're up 5-0.
Go for it, right? So there's been a lot of laughing on the sidelines. One of the kids playing on the sides here, their ball rolled down to the sideline, and it turned into a game ball.
Oh, I saw that ball come through and hit the little swale. So we are playing with a non-sanctioned ball right now?
We are now back.
Can we protest the game?
No, we are now back to
we are. All right.
The official.
And say, aha, that's why we've given up. Oh, my goodness. Avery in a
with a volleyball move.
A flashback to her goalie days. Threw up both hands and just slammed that ball to the turf. I think she was, instinctively protecting herself, and she's kind of laughing with her hands behind her back now. So the send in is to the far side of the box. And it's going to get batted around, and Ava's going to be able to scoop that up after towing it up to her gloved hands there. They have a leaping kick. So less than 5 minutes here, and we're playing hard still, but Timberlane no doubt wants another goal added. And that's a great ball. It's going to get through. Reese is going to be able to get a touch and keep that in front of her. Oh, my goodness. How is that not a foul? Thank you.
It is a foul.
Yes.
Late whistle.
Why do I not give the refs the benefit of the doubt? Why do I immediately call for a foul before they can even possibly put the whistle to their lips? I'll have to work on that in the off season, I think.
At the 2-minute mark, Tom.
Well, let's get rid of the clean sheet here
Let's see if we
of
can do it.
Timberlane's, and let's bury one. So, and what a fitting end this would be to Maddie's career if she could find the back of the net here at the end of the last game of her Grizzly career.
It'd be a quick turn by white jerseys to follow this ball.
Yes, we've got a bunch
if
on
we
the
get it.
line. There's a ball in, but it's going to go over, so no chance for any kind of scrum in front of the net. But
2 white jerseys ran. Sorry.
so I'm hearing a lot of whistle blowing, but not an end of the game whistle. Is there?
There's
There's football practice behind us.
There's football practice on the other side.
And on
too,
the other
so
side, yeah.
Lots of whistles in the area.
Yeah, I'm definitely hearing the
There
probably
might
the
actually
JV
be a
team.
football game down there at the bottom. On the other side, Tom.
Yeah, I can hear the cheers right on cue, Joe. Definitely, they're playing a team in red, so Pinkerton or Concord or somebody. Looks like they're playing the Timberlane Owls football team. Trying to think who else is red. Those are the only 2 teams that come to my mind immediately. There's a send forward by Avery. Reese looking to come down with that, and almost able to get position and turn that upfield.
30 seconds on the unofficial clock here. I think we've seen a delta of 10, 15 seconds anyways. But
Well, we'll wrap it up
Of the
here,
game,
Joe.
yeah.
It's been a pleasure. I'll start to wrap it up. It's been a pleasure broadcasting with you and Brian this year. It's been
yes, we've had a lot of fun.
a lot of fun watching this Grizzlies team. A lot of heart, a lot of grit. They don't give up. And again, I think they're right on the cusp of, and there's a ball in. And if the goalie did not take that cleanly, we did have some players lurking right there at the top of the box. So, but no, good season overall, inaugural season for Coach Nick. The Booster Club has started, new coach, new program, new energy and excitement. So, good things are certainly in the future for our Grizzlies. We'll just have to wait until next season to turn that page and start the next chapter.
Yeah, so they've got a lot to build on here, for sure. Go into next season and assume that this is the end of the season here.
There's a long hug to Ava
Yeah,
from Rita, a senior who probably there's some tears in the eyes, it looks like.
looks like Ashley's getting some well-deserved hugs for
Yep.
4 years of playing here at Goffstown.
So good to
Congratulating the
see.
seniors, yeah.
Yeah, good effort by the Grizzlies again. They gave up more goals on the scoreboard than they have all season. It didn't feel that way. I mean, not to take anything away from Timberlane. They had some good offensive shots and great finishes. But anyways, that's the end of the season for the Grizzlies. So we will see the girls and the parents at the banquet. So looking forward to reminiscing in person about the season. So thanks, everyone, for watching this season. And I'll leave it at that. Joe, if you have any final words, we can.
Thanks GTV again, once again, for all the support they've given us to be able to do this type of thing. And I know that they do a lot of work to get all this actually to happen. So just thank them for their time.
Yep, I think that's a great note to finish on. Thanks, everyone.